Right, so I know you like your, I know you like a follow-up. Ta-da! Man, it's taken hours. But, you know, it's all about the old. What you can do, you see, you can get them tight because they still wiggle about. This is specifically, if you like, if you got a 36 Ford. 36 Ford with a 3-hole dash, okay, just cut it out, let in a piece of flat steel, and then you can buy the cheap gauges. It's all about the cheap gauges, or the gauges that are that size. You bastard. It's not going in, is it? This is what I've been doing. For the past 2 fucking hours. And the trouble is, it's only like a couple of mil on the speed. See? You got the threads, and then they're still loose. Even though, see how tight it is, put it in, it's still loose. Right, so anyway, what were you babbling on about? Right, so yeah, you know, you got the bump on a 36, it comes along and it comes down here, right? You just cut it out and let in a piece of steel, but let's go 1.2 rather than 1 mil, and then where do you normally have the fuel? Fuel's normally there, isn't it? You have the old accelerator. These are cheap gauges. If you do get any at the swap meet, see what I'm trying to say is, I got these gauges at the swap meet. Now, I bought this set of 4 gauges, an under the floor pedal kit that was brand new, and a set of cheap Mustang 2 front suspension, 200 quid. At the same swap meet, I sold the front suspension for 200 quid, cheap, just to get rid of it. So these gauges cost me absolutely jackmans. Nish jackmans they cost me. Hold on, I'm trying to get the bastard thing in. And the back's still on. But I'm not going to stop, and I'm not going to do any video editing because I don't want to. So, there you are. I'm going to put the phone down. You're just going to have to lump it. But if you're following on with this really bad content, yeah. So anyway, these gauges, they cost me nish jackmans. Fuel up there. Have I trapped a wire? Yeah. And what I might even do is on the backs of the Speedo, for example, there's 2 plugs. The one on the right hand side is miles per hour, and the one on the left hand side is for kilometres per hour. But you can get the instructions quite easily online. You know, they're really easy to get the instructions. What do you normally have the volt under the fuel gauge? The voltmeter? Maybe I should have prepared this a bit more. I'm going to have to put the phone down, but it's just going to have to grin and bear it, because I need you to see. I haven't seen it yet, so it's really quite groovy. No slick videos. It's not really, you can do your slick videos, but you won't get any from me. Go in, you bastards. See, I haven't even got the backs on, and they're tight, so they're not going to jiggle about. Jiggle about? I'll put you down again. But hold on, if you watch the video about the steering box and how the Grant adapter goes in a 40 Ford steering wheel, just hold fire, because I'll show you it. I'll show you that. That's almost quite interesting content. I'll show you how that works. Right. Oil. What am I missing? I've got me hail. See what I say? You see earlier, I undercut with a hole saw anyway, right? And filed, so they're always going to go like that. I wanted them tight because where's my other one? I wanted them tight because that's how you like them. But these gauges cost me nothing. 3 metre bit of steel with some old bit of scrap. So, wallop. Did I get them perfectly in line? Did I get them perfectly in line? But it makes no difference because I've got leeway, you know? I've got the old way of the Lee. That doesn't look the same as that, does it? Yeah, Nish Jackman's. I'm going to show you anyway how you wire them up. Temperature, red and black, yellow's the light, white's the signal. Oil's the same. The voltmeter, red after ignition, so it's a switched ignition. Black ground, yellow is for the light, white you don't use it, it's there, so just be wary of that. The tack, red positive, black minus, negative. Yellow's the lights, white to the minus of the coil, so it goes to the minus of the coil, the white. Connect power, press and hold button for 5 seconds. Dial equals 4 for 6 cylinders. Oh, that's the really interesting information. Right. What's this? Speedo. Oh, tack. Tack them on it, yeah. When you connect to the power, you press and hold the button on the tack. What? It's on the back. It's on the back. You press and hold it. And it almost shuffles like a silly menu, doesn't it? And 4 is 6 cylinder, 5 will be 8 cylinder, 3 will probably be 4 cylinder. But that's how you do those. Anyway, Speedo's the hard one. Red power after ignition switch, yes. Blue is to the vehicle speed sensor. Black's ground, and the positive the black is positive from the vehicle speed sensor. So if you've got a 2-pole vehicle speed sensor, how are you getting the power to it through the sensor and up to the dials? I don't know. Yellow's the light and white. Oh, white's to red of vehicle speed sensor. Black from vehicle speed sensor. Blue. See? Speedo. Red is the power after the switch. So the thing's having power, so it just needs the bleep bloop. It just needs the pulses. It just needs the pulses. It'll send it from the clock to the. So you don't need a free pole Speedo driver. You only need a 2. That's good. With my transit gearbox end. Yeah, there's the sensor plug, but there's no sensor in it. But they make the tail for a MT75. The Granada's got 3 wires coming from it, so just so you know. Anyway, I'm sweet, yeah, because that's awesome, especially for nothing, right? Okay, what's the alternative? What is the alternative? You go and buy a dash panel, it ain't gonna fit. It's not gonna fit up here. They don't make a dash panel for a 36 Ford pickup. Okay, you go, oh, why are they a bit high? You go, just negative space up here. Man, that's perfect. Right, if you was watching the other video, you're going, oh yeah, 40 Ford wheel, 16-inch 40 Ford wheel, right? On the back, some of them you countersunk, some of them aren't. You got countersink some M6 or some, what's a quarter? 6.35 mils a quarter. But this is the beauty. You take this piece off, you just lever this out, it comes out, and you just hone the end at the edges of a Grant adapter, and it goes inside the wheel. And then you can put some nuts this side. So you tap the adapter, M6 or quarter, run your screws through, and then just for doubly doobly-doo, you put some nuts on the end as well, because you can. Super fab and groovy. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I mean, you know, there's no straight lines. There's no straight lines, but that is amazing. for nothing. Talking about swap meets, remember the 3rd of March 2024, it's the National Street Rod Association, the NSRA, UK version, swap meet. It's the best swap meet in Europe. It's not the best one in the world, it's the best one in Europe, okay? So you have to go. It's in North Weald. It's in an aerodrome. If you like planes, go anyway. Get there early and bring all your old shit and make some money. If you're just coming in a car with a boot full, that's fine. There's loads of space because it's an airport, you know. It's not just some silly old, school playground. It's a massive area. And bring your hot rod to show as well. 3rd of March, NSRA, annual swap meet. It's a good one. It's worth going. It's worth making the trip. It's about an hour north of London. You know, if you're coming from that Europe, come. Thank you, please.